Welcome to Dear Damon and Jo, where we ask you to tweet us your questions,
your concerns,
your predicaments,
and your issues, and we give you the not so nice advice.
This time coming to you from
the bed of a trailer park fan?
Huh?
Olivia asks, I haven't again. First question, Olivia said, oh my god.
Here's what Olivia says, Jo. I have an exam coming up that I'm super stressed about. Any test-taking strategies?
Like most challenging things in my life, I turn to rap music.
If you're not a rap genius like Jo, you can also come up with random acronyms, like take the first letter of every single word you have to memorize and make some weird sentence.
The funnier it is, the better.
Ostrich, strudels, baked with your thigh.
Xylophone.
Xylophone.
Thanks. That's exactly where you gotta go. Alright, next! Question number 2, please.
We're gonna not include this tweet because it might be a little personal. How do I tell my best guy friend that I have a crush on him?
Here's what you don't do. I really like you. Like 9 times out of 10, if your friends are not giving you the let's get it on feelings, then it's not that kind of a relationship.
It'll just be awkward because when you're alone with that person that you just told you have a crush on,
they're gonna get weirded out. They're gonna assume that you're like looking at their goodies and like you might just be harmlessly listening to them speak.
Yeah, we don't want you to be that person. Next.
Oh my god. Like blunt advice, learn how to say next.
Next. Go. And this one's another anonymous because I don't want to blow any, I don't want to blast, what's that saying?
Like blasting your names out into the internet.
No, I don't want to put them on blast, that's how it goes.
Anonymous tweeter says, what do I do if I can't get along with my best friend's boyfriend? You and your friend might get a little distant, but at the end of the day, you're there for them, you know? But you need to let them go along with their love journey, even if it is as painful as a train wreck. I've had that experience.
And maybe this is the Libra coming out of me that I always want everything to be harmonious, but don't don't make people feel uncomfortable. So don't make your best friend have to choose between you and the boyfriend or girlfriend.
You don't want to make them choose, but you also don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're seeing somebody continuously be treated less than what they should be. So I think it should be an honest conversation that you need to tell them once, and that's it. You as a person, you as a friend, can't tell your friend what to do with their love life.
Correct,
But you also don't need to sit around and see things that you don't want to see.
Then you choose the distant card. Then you distance yourself.
That's the distant card. So you go with the D on this one.
Ooh, this is a good one. I know you have a one-word answer to this one. How could you get out of a situation when someone is really curious about something you don't want to share? What do you say?
Easy. Next!
What is with people making other people feel uncomfortable? Why can't we all be Libras?
But that's the thing. Bitch, it ain't all about Libras. In life, people are gonna want to know everything about your business. That's it. And you ain't gotta explain yourself to no one. I really want to study in Canada, but my parents don't support me. What can I do to change their minds? I'm personally attached to this question because this was my situation. A lot of times, people are gonna tell you what to do and what not to do.
All the time.
Didn't you have this experience?
Very much so.
Okay, so here's the deal. When it's your parents, it's even more difficult because these are the people that have been raising you for your entire life, and then all of a sudden, they don't support your decisions in life. What you gonna do about it? You could take their word, be like, I'm gonna go exactly where you're gonna go and study exactly what you want to do, and be miserable for your whole life. Or you could do what I did, which again, like, don't take this advice if you don't want to.
But you should.
But I'm like, Mom, okay, you don't want me to leave. I know you don't think we could afford it. I'm gonna go, whether you like it or not. Sorry. And then what happened later is she came around. So it's like, the risk is worth the reward.
A lot of things you do in life, a lot of people want support. Sometimes those people are your parents, which kind of sucks. Parents just want their kids to be happy. So at first, when you say what you want to do, they might give you some pushback. But guess what? If you say, no, this is honestly what I want to do in life, and if you go do it and then they see that you're happy, they will be happy for you, I promise.
And odds are, if you're the one that's deciding, you're gonna go above and beyond to make it happen and to make it the best situation ever because you're risking things.
You have to listen to your parents if they're paying for everything. You can do whatever you want as long as you're paying for it. So
Which is exactly the agreement.
You should go to Canada, and if they don't support you, support yourself.
It makes the journey more authentic, and it makes it worth fighting for. Seriously, like, till this day, girl. Mommy, I love you. Damon and Jo, I have less than 4 months of school to go. I have no motivation left to finish. Am I a student burnout?
Oh, I'm a college dropout. I think everyone knows that at this point. What?
Baby!
This was like a college dropout about to pass it.
Attempt.
There are so many stories out there of like people who had 3 credits left to graduate and everyone's like, well, why didn't you just get the 3 credits to graduate? And it's like, that's not the point, people. The point is that we are here living a life, and if you are unhappy with whatever you're doing, with however much time you have left in your degree or whatever it is, if you're unhappy, then you need to stop doing it. It doesn't matter if there's 1 more year left in the process that you started 3 years ago. The fact of the matter is, you are unhappy, and the like harsh truth here is, if you were to get really sick in the middle of the semester and be like, wow, am I happy with what I just did? You wouldn't be happy because it's not what you wanted to do.
Like, if you had another chance, which we don't get second chances, this is one life. The most valuable resource in life, ladies and gentlemen, is time. Dude, when you're in college, it's like you're setting up the rest of your life, and it's silly because you shouldn't have to choose when you're 18 what you're gonna do the rest of your life. You could do the route where you do like a million things because it's worth something in the end, or you can just realize like, this is not the path that I want to be on. I just need to get off this path, because if you're waiting for the moment to be happy and you don't stop doing things that make you unhappy, that moment will never come. Alright, so are you having a college moment freak out? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you need to drop out necessarily today? No. But if you feel in your heart that the path that you're on ain't gonna be good for you, then yeah, maybe you should try to make these choices. And another one.
Dear Damon and Jo, I have a friend group I love but can't connect with them artistically or intellectually, which are very important to me. What should I do? Trying to think if we have a group of friends, or friends in general, that aren't artistic or aren't intellectual. The answer is no.
Next! No, okay.
I got some dumb friends.
That's a tough question. First of all, yeah, like, why are you friends with them? I want to know. Can you comment below? I think that what you're saying here is actually refreshing. If they're not connecting to you intellectually or artistically, maybe they're connecting in other ways that you don't currently experience in your other friendships.
Or maybe this is your opportunity to teach them more about that.
Yeah, but then there comes a point where you might hit a wall. And then you just gotta go back to your smart friends.
Well, that's all, folks.
It's about time that we're honest with ourselves, and shout out to our dark circles, frizzy hair, and just overall
I'm just trying to get back to my bed.
And I'm trying to just tell you guys, keep tweeting your questions, your concerns to us with hashtag DearDamonAndJo.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat, Damon and Jo, and also subscribe to us here. And we'll be back soon with some more
tough love, whether you like it or not. Sorry.
I can't wait to go to my bed. Yes, goodbye.
I'm done with this.